All right, thank you, Tarek. Well, it could be the key to unlocking the personality of you and everyone around you. There's a woman, I just talked to her, and I got to tell you, she nailed it when it came to my name. She's figured out a way to break down what your name says about you, from the placement of the letters to how they interact with each other. We're going to tell you more a little about this later on in the show. She was spot on about every name I asked her and those people, so wait until you hear this.
What is in a name? Well, the answer is a whole lot. In fact, we're about to speak with a woman who wrote a book about Neimology, and really your name can reveal a lot about your personality. Joining us now this morning is Sharón Wyeth. We appreciate you being here this morning.
Donald Trump is famous for his iconic statement of, "You're fired" on The Apprentice. And your name can let you know whether you're going to be fired or not. 33 years ago, when I was making a seating chart in my 7th year of teaching for middle school math, I realized that there were certain attributes that I could assume those children were going to show me, literally based on their name. And I put those things aside for about 3 months because I wanted to test my theories. And what I realized was you can tell someone's personality based on the placement of the letters on their name. So what I have for you today is, would Donald Trump fire you based on your name?
Uh-oh. Tarek Minor. That is my name. Does that tell you anything about me?
Yes, it does. It tells me that you like to be at the top of your game. If you don't think if you can be on top, then you don't want to play at all.
So true.
It says that you have fairness issues. You want the world to be fair, and you go about making the world as fair as possible. And you stand up for other people, but sometimes you find it harder to stand up for yourself. It also says that you've got a rebellious streak. You don't like to be told what to do. You'd rather be asked.
Those are all accurate. This is like incredible. What is the method behind it? It's the first name and the last name and then in between?
The first name shows the essence of who you are. The last name represents your environment. So you both have nature and nurture, and then you drop the first name into the last name. And if you have a middle name, it shows how you morph or how you're different once you're under stress and you're under some pressure.
And you mentioned to me, I mean, just how serious this science is, that even jurors, well, some of the attorneys are actually asking to have your opinion on the name of the juror that they want to select.
Yes, because you can tell what their personality is and how they're swayed and how they're going to go. So I love doing jury selections with the lawyers. And the other thing is the HR departments hire me. And we've done this testing over 6 months now and saying, they're doing their process and who would they hire, and I'm looking at the names, and it takes them hours to decide who they actually hire, and literally in 10 minutes I can say, oh, you'd want this one, and then this one's second choice.
Wow. I mean, is it a perfect science?
It's a relatively perfect. It's in the 90th percentile.
Yeah, and that is really incredible. How did you really get into it? When did you realize that this was kind of your passion?
Well, I was making the seating charts, and I started saying, I can't put Joshua next to Julie because together they're going to be clowns, but separated they're going to be okay. And I realized that my brain had picked up some patterns.
Right.
And then I said, okay, I'm a math major, and I have my master's degree, so my brain is trained in patterns. And I thought, now how do I make these unconscious patterns conscious? It took me 15 years of observation and trial and error to perfect it. And then when I thought I had it, I went traveling and got to talk in over 70 countries and perfected my system. And that's why it's so accurate.
Wow. So if folks want to read your book and find out more information, how can they get a hold of it?
KnowTheName.com or Amazon or Barnes & Noble's, all the normal places. And anybody who's not having it locally, they can order it for you.
Right. Well, it's really fascinating because there's so much in a person's name, and that's the one thing that carries on with you for the rest of your life is your name.
And your name determines your personality, but it also determines your destiny.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for being here, Ms. Wyeth. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. For more information on that, as you said, name, give me the website one more time.
Know the name. So when you go later on, you say, what was that name? You say, I need to know the name. That's it. KnowTheName.com.
All right, Nikki, do you know your name?
I do. She did mine and my husband's. And again, she was spot on. I am fascinated with this. I'm going there as soon as we're finished today. KnowTheName.com.